So, I've got an update. Remember how I was worried about Stash? So Stash has been released, or was released the other day. And it was really creepy looking. So when Stash got released, to kind of, you could see how bad Solitary was for them. They were kind of slumped over, and they looked all hollow. Kind of like they hadn't eaten. I don't know how. I mean, I know how long they were in there, but like I don't know how often they got fed and stuff like that. I mean, I know that there's a whole bunch of these new rules coming in with the CONCOM stuff about treatment and how at the moment it's considered archaic. Anyway, while Stash was stashed. Sorry, that's not funny. It's not funny. Anyway, while Stash was in Solitary, the investigation continued, and the investigators decided to see if there was any non-CONCOM or non-COM citizens that were responsible, which I don't fully understand. I mean, they looked into people like the neo-natives. I mean, I don't know why they'd be particularly... I don't know why you would look just because somebody isn't part of the It just seems biased is all. And I mean, I know I'm probably one to talk because of my background and stuff like that, but they tore up the whole facility, like head to toe, looking for like places to hide like things to synthesize drugs or anything, and they just didn't find anything, right? Like, how do you hide like a drug lab in a prison? Like, sure, hiding the drugs is a thing, but they already did an investigation, you know? I don't know. They didn't find anything. They asked all sorts of people, and you know, a lot of the prisoners said what I've been wondering, which is, I mean, what if it's a staffer? Occam's razor makes sense, you know. The person who's most likely to be able to get stuff in from the outside is somebody who can go outside. Anyway, I imagine they don't want to look into that for obvious reasons. Although they probably will eventually. But I have a treat for you. I got a hold of a personal effect. It's the only one I was allowed to get. It's a prayer card from the Devadasi. And as you can see, it is, it's a little bit battered. I guess it's been used a lot. I kind of like it, the prayer. I was really surprised because I thought it would be in whatever the like language of that area is, but it looks like it's in Romanagari. So I guess the CONCOM must have taken the locals' alphabet. You know what I mean? I can't really read you that part, this part here. But that's written in the language that they speak, but it's, like I said, Romanagari. I'm sure they have their own alphabet, I think. Anyway, I can read you the other part, because it's actually quite beautiful for a prayer. It goes, O owner and lord of this universe, please destroy bad dreams, bad omens, bad fate, a sick mind, famine, sorrow, unbearable pain, bad name, the growing sorrow, fear of poison, and misery created by the planets. I think that's kind of... It's like a prayer against bad luck, or bad times. And I mean, like, the front is like... I think that's a goddess of some sort. I don't know. But it's a really beautiful prayer card. I have to give it back when I'm done with this entry. But I don't know. It's kind of beautiful. Sort of like you've got your patron goddess on the front. I think it's a goddess. You can't always tell. Is it a goddess? I mean, that looks like... I don't know. Those religions... It's hard to tell sometimes, I guess. Anyway, you got your patron deity on the front. And you got your prayer on the back. You got it in English, and you've got it in whatever language they speak. But, obviously... Obviously, they lost their own alphabet, lost their heritage. It's not uncommon, a lot of those places. The colonies that aren't. You lose stuff sometimes. You just do. I don't know what to make of that. I sort of feel bad that that's the prayer that they used. You know, I feel like kinda like it didn't work. I should get this back. Because I'm only allowed it for a short period of time. At least while they're still doing the investigation. I wonder what happens to the personal effects when they're done. Maybe they get sent to the family? I don't know if they had family. I'll ask. And I will not read you the part that is in Romanagari because I would butcher it, and I don't know about you, but it feels a little disrespectful to the dead. Anyway. Yeah. I gotta go now. Sorry. I'm really bad at these outros.